All right, today we are talking about grunge hair. To me, this is grunge, okay? And if you don't know what grunge is, it's basically like 90s grunge metal, okay? This is grunge hair versus, emo hair, okay? To me, this is like emo, right? Or you could say scene. But to me, I want to just kind of break down the differences and how you go about achieving these types of looks. Now, clearly, they're both two different types of styles, and there's many different classifications of how you identify as your style, all right? You could be like hipster, mod, preppy, grunge, emo, scene, goth, whatever it is, right? And the list goes on and on. But when it comes to hair, I think the hairstyle can actually really reflect a few of them at the same time. I just think grunge with this because in the 90s, with a lot of like awesome 90s rock bands, you would see hair kind of parted down the middle like this, and it would look a bit more grungy, right? A bit more lived in, okay? So if you're looking to achieve this type of hairstyle, the whole point of it is to make it look like it's a lot more lived in or next day type of hair, maybe looking like it's a little bit damp or almost somewhat dirty in a sense, okay? But the key is to having the right haircut. So as you can see in this type of hairstyle, the length is important. So the length here needs to come down to about, I would say, the lip area, the chin. You can even have it longer. But if you don't want your hair, all the way down to here, this is a good kind of length here. Also throughout the back. So we see that we've got the length pretty far down past the neck area, and it is longer, but the sides go from here and then just kind of angle down going in through this way. Okay, so it's got the appearance that this is a lot longer down to here. It's just because this is cut more like straight across and then slightly angled going downward. So it's all about the angles, it's all about the texture of the hair and how you style it. I also do suggest having some sort of layered shape in through here because the layers are what gives it that movement. Now you don't want to go too short on the layers, but you can see it's just throughout like the bottom perimeter in through here, and that's what kind of gives it that texture down in through this area, and then it all works in through this area. I would suggest using my new matte pomade, which is an amazing product. It's great for stuff like this. Also, our reformulated shadow product, really, really awesome. You want to pretty much dry this fully after you wash it. Dry it fully, get it nice and straight, and then go in with the product because that is the perfect opportunity to go in and reshape it and restyle it to create like that look, okay? That lived-in type of look. And those two products I mentioned are perfect for that. Now, we've got the complete opposite, which is this. Now I've done this as like an anime character type of haircut. This could be considered goth, could be considered, somewhat emo. This is a type of hairstyle that really can go in a few different categories like goth, emo, scene, anime. This was basically based off of an anime character that I did this haircut tutorial on. All right, so the difference is as you can see, this is all about having the hair close to the head, having it in the face, really being very sleek, somewhat sophisticated, somewhat edgy. This has an undercut all the way in through here. So with these types of styles, they always seem to work best on very, very, very silky, straight hair, okay? Having curly hair, wavy hair, I mean, you could do this style, but it's not gonna be silky straight unless you blow dried it and ironed it every single day, or every couple days and didn't wash it. But basically, in order to get this type of look, it works best on straight hair. You still have to put effort into making it super smooth, okay? That's where using some sort of like serum or, using one of my round brushes to really, really smooth out the hair is gonna be very, very beneficial because you want this to just look very sleek and sophisticated. Also, the haircut obviously is really important. So I used a razor on this. I used thinning shears, and as you can see, the ends of the hair right in through here are very, very wispy and very piecey. And the way to achieve that is simply by using a number of techniques to actually thin out the hair towards the ends. Okay, you want it thinned out towards the ends, not up on top. but here is where the pieces are happening. You want your hair to look piecey down through here, not on the top of your head, because that's just going to make it look like your hair is thinning. All right, you don't want to do that. But in order to get these types of really cool pieces, you want to use thinning shears, razor, and really remove all that weight throughout the edges, like the 2-block haircut. Any of these types of haircuts, this is where all of the hair needs to be at its thinnest, is down through here. So this works great. You know, if you want to have it in your face like this, you want to have it sweeping over, you know, it's up to you, whichever side you want, but the majority of these types of haircuts are always kind of coming over on an angle, sweeping over, whether it's in the face all the time or it's just swept all the way over. This works great on a number of hairstyles, but hair types, I definitely suggest the hair being pretty straight and silky smooth, so that's easy to style, okay? But you have to find the right person to do these haircuts. I'm not, you know, I would say go to a cosmetologist, a hairdresser who's more used to doing things like this. But make sure you always show pictures of what you're looking for. Make sure they know how to do it. Make sure they know what they're doing, because I'd hate to see you go into a salon and then end up with someone who has no idea what they're doing. And I've seen that happen. I've literally witnessed people come in and show pictures or try describing something like this, and the stylist is someone who like focuses on doing like elderly women all day, you know, and they've never even seen anything like this before, and it's like a complete disaster. So just make sure you do research on who you're going to first with both of these or any hairstyle. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have either one of these styles, if you think they're cool. I'd love to know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.